So the question is, do you have iMovie or Premiere Pro for your contact center? Now, that might not make a lot of sense, so let me back up a little bit. So iMovie, if you don't know it already, is a product that comes with a lot of Apple, like it's a software on a lot of Apple products just for editing videos. So for example, if I make a birthday greeting for my family in Ireland or the folks in the US or whatever, then I will edit the video, cut off the beginning and the end and put a caption or something funny in the video with iMovie. So it's like a really simple tool for doing quick edits of videos. Now, if you had a team in your company building video assets for you and you were hiring somebody into that team and you asked them what tools do they use and they said iMovie, then you or your marketing director or creative director would say, what? It's like, there's no way we're hiring a contractor whose main tool is iMovie, right? So very good for me to do my birthday greeting, but very poor for a video creator to use for doing editing. They're probably going to say they use Premiere Pro. Now, I use this analogy for the contact center because in the contact center, we go in all the time, we meet people who effectively have their teams using the equivalent of iMovie and not Premiere Pro. What do I mean by that? I mean that most of the time we are actually looking at tools in the contact center that are really shallow. So they've got a layer at the top that allows you to do 3 or 4 or 5 things, or maybe a dozen things that are preset by the creators of the product in the same way that the presets are there for iMovie, kind of very simple things you can do. And the idea is, oh, I can do that quickly and then I have what I need. But doing a contact center services is complex and you've got loads of different requirements and you have processes that you have to map and everything. They just don't fit into that world. You really need to give your teams the equivalent of Premiere Pro. Now, Premiere Pro, when you look at it first, as a normal person, you go, oh, there's toolbars and there's things for editing videos and I have to set up my projects correctly. So yes, you've got to put in some hours of time into learning it, but of course what you can do with it afterwards is vastly more. And I think I personally feel like it's a really, really good analogy, is that it's much better to have a product that allows you to go deep in your contact center and map out the processes that you want and build whatever you like, than it is to have a very simple, superficial product that has just a few settings, because you're going to outgrow that product in weeks, months, very, very short period of time. And the other thing that about this is I've seen is that one of the main career paths in the contact center is often that people start out as agents or supervisors or whatever it might be inside the contact center, and some folks actually graduate on to learning how to use tools that allow them to do almost anything in the contact center. So like most of the people that we think of as makers in the babelforce community, the people who really build stuff and love to build things, a lot of them actually served their time and came up through the contact center, and we have training programs that are training these people all the time. And in general, if you're such a person who likes to build stuff together and make something really cool, then you wouldn't want to limit yourself to something like the iMovie variant, right? You'd want to open up the broad world of CX and customer service capability. So yeah, I'd say you need Premiere Pro, not iMovie, for building your CX and your customer service solutions.